I'm Lottie, and I run Positively Pets, which is dog training, pet supplies and educational services. I've always loved working with animals. I've always loved pets, and I've always had a health condition. And when I realised that my health condition was going to affect the work possibilities that I could do, and that I was struggling to do employed work, I decided to set up the business for the flexibility. It's the tiredness, because although it is much more flexible, and it means that if I'm unwell I can work to suit myself, it does mean that I'm working more hours and I've got a lot of work on, and that does tire me out more. I think for people like myself, I do know a few people who've run businesses because of health reasons. It's a case of you can't do anything else, so you make it work. For those who run a business because it's what they originally wanted to do, I think there's probably more of a will to do it, but for other reasons. But I couldn't really say. Just the knowledge that I can't do anything else. If I don't do this, then I don't work. So and I couldn't do nothing. So I know that this has to work or nothing else. Since getting my first dog, I'd had a hard time training her without any help, and with people who didn't really understand the health condition. So I wanted to do the dog training anyway, but I knew that in order to finance that, I had to do something else. So I did the pet supplies, but it also worked out. I do enjoy the pet supplies just as much because I am actually helping other people who are disabled, because I deliver it rather than having a shop. We're going international sales rather than just doing local. And I obviously want to get some more dog training classes going, but I'd also really like to do more of the educational services, teaching children to stay safe around dogs, and also to do rehabilitation for rescue dogs. I'm not sure really. I see myself as someone who loves what I do, and who kind of has to do it. But I'm not sure really if I'd consider myself. It seems a big word for such a small person. Yeah, it's essential no matter how much you can. I'm not running it for huge bucks, but it is essential just to keep going really. Again, essential. I couldn't. I mean, I do my own books, but I send them off at the end of the year to my accountant, and he sorts it all out for me. It's something I couldn't do without him. I have a web page which is positivelypets.co.uk. We're on Twitter and Facebook as well if you search Positively Pets.